Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds.
So earlier today we did King Julius, and it just was so good and citrusy that we thought, well, we're going to pull out a Konkey Dong and just see how it compares, because we have lots of this and nothing left of this.
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd see what it does.
Yeah, we've really been enjoying Hoof Brewing.
Yeah.
They are great citrus juice. I mean, if you look at them, even as soon as we poured them, they have this similar kind of creamy.
So opaque.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Is really freaking close. It's about as close as we've seen from two different breweries.
And just so you know, the ones on the inside, this is King Julius. One on the outside is a Konkey Dong.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's just a little bit lighter.
Sure.
But man, it's just.
But it has that. I mean, it's opaque, creamy.
It just looks like orange juice with milk, like you said. It looks like
I can't get that on that.
I know.
Yeah. Kind of like a pulpy grapefruit juice or something. If that sounds more appetizing, but we thought let's put the King up against something that is a little still hard to get.
Right.
But easy.
But we can drive and get it. I mean, if we wanted to get it, we could.
Yeah. And it's a newer brewery, less well known. Cool little experiment. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. So let's difference in the nose.
I get more citrus notes out of the Konkey Dong.
Yeah. Almost more like citric acid, or not. I don't mean to. I know that's going to sound like a sour, but it's a little more acidic to me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's more of a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Than it would be an orange.
Okay, that's a better way of saying it, rather than it's sour.
It does.
And this, the King Julius, I guess, a little more grassy, maybe, or maybe that's the difference I'm smelling.
When we reviewed it, I said it was a grassy flavor, just barely. I didn't get a grassy nose, but comparing the two, I did get a little grassiness. I didn't before.
Just a little. I mean, it's just in the differences, though.
Just
but they're
a tiny bit.
They're both huge citrus bombs.
Oh,
I mean, orange, tangerine, mango, a little bit of grapefruit.
As far as the aroma, though, which do you like? I think I like the King Julius just a little bit better because it's more balanced with tropical fruits.
Okay.
I like grapefruit, but I'm not a huge fan of just grapefruit, and I think the Konkey Dong is more on the grapefruit side. You mentioned citric acid. It's more on the acidic side of it. I agree.
On the tangier fruits. Yeah. I think I agree. This one feels like it's more powerful kick to me. So close. I do think I prefer King Julius, but it's very close.
I think I do too.
All right. So we've already had this one. I'm going to start with Konkey Dong.
Good idea. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
So
juicy, citrusy, creamy.
It is creamy, juicy. Bitterness is just not there. I mean, it's just not bitter at all.
But yeah, it's a little more tangy fruit. I mean, more of the, like you said, grapefruit.
Yeah.
I think, and on the back of the tongue, I'm getting a little bit of bitterness there on the back of the tongue.
Just a little.
But I would say more on that kind of grapefruit side. Not a big grapefruit bomb, but I'm just saying that we're trying to point out subtle differences between two big juicy citrus bombs, and that's what I get more out of Konkey Dong.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, now on to King Julius.
All right, let's do it. Cheers. Definitely after the Konkey Dong has more grassy notes.
That's the first thing I thought of as well. Yeah. That's what jumped out at me.
It did.
When you have them side by side, you get a much more green flavor from King Julius. It's kind of like we said this 100 times. It's so cool how the taste profile changes depending on what you're eating, drinking, and everything, and what stands out to you when you have it side by side to compared to something else.
Well, it could also be the temperature too, because we've had the King Julius in the fridge for a little while.
It's at 41.
And the Konkey Dong sat out a little bit, but still, I don't think that explains it.
They taste similar. I mean, they feel similar, and
I agree.
They're not that far off.
Yeah, I can't tell that one's cooler than the other.
I don't get any grassy notes at all to the Konkey Dong.
Me neither.
Now, what do I prefer?
That's the key question. I prefer both.
Yeah.
Would you change your rating though, based on comparing them side by side? I mean,
heck no.
We gave King Julius a 5, and Konkey Dong, I can't remember if I gave it a 4.5 or a 4.75 or a 5, but I mean it was way up there. It's a phenomenal beer.
No, King Julius is still wonderful. Just because I get a little more grassy notes to it, it's still. Again, we're talking about subtle differences. This is still orange, tangerine, mango. It's still creamy. It's still milky. It's so good. No malt to speak. We were talking about malt. I mean, this is a hot bomb. So well done. Hard to get something like this, but it's what the most interesting thing for me for this taste test was how close this came to it.
It is very close. The tangy citrusy fruit you get out of this, but I mean, wow, they're similar.
I originally gave this a 4.75 Konkey Dong, and then I upped it to a 5. This was a straight 5. So we're talking about top tier beers anyway.
Absolutely.
But then some people were like, "Oh, you've had them side by side. This is crap. Konkey Dong's crap now that I've had this."
No,
I can't say that.
It still holds up.
It still holds up very well. I still think I prefer King Julius. Again. This is still a 5, top beer for me.
Hands down.
This I think I went from 4.75 to 5. This is still right there, top tier. I would give it a 5, depending on my mood of the day. But it's just the point of this was like, hey, someone else is doing something good too, other than
yes, they are.
Than the Northeast and Hoof. I mean, gosh, they're killing it.
Yeah, they are.
I'm glad. I mean,
I agree. I completely agree with your assessment. I mean, King Julius, I give it a 5. I give it the edge, but the Konkey Dong, I mean, I knew as much as we liked it, as many times as we've had it. I mean, I knew it would hold up somewhat. I just didn't think it would hold up as well, and I think it's held up very well. It's still a different beer. One is not a clone of the other by any stretch.
So good.
I wonder though if they're getting so much citrus from adding grapefruit juice or something, because how can they get that much citrusy aroma and flavor, but without the grassy note?
It's magic.
It must be. It's elfin magic.
We were talking about doing just a chat, because we had this King Julius. We're like, we should just put it up against something, because I mean, there's a high likelihood we'll never try it again, and so we should put it up against something just to see if anything stands up. So we had a Citra Ninja from Pikeworks, and that we just reviewed on its own, and it was nothing like it.
No contest.
We can't put that up against it, nothing like it. And then we tried a Double Jack, and again, nothing like it. Can't do that as well.
Killer Queen, completely different style.
Yeah, completely different style, yeah. And so then we had this just left over from, again, CJ's trip up to Marengo, Ohio, and
thanks, CJ.
Yeah, thanks, CJ. Let's just try it, because we know it's good. It's a citrus bomb. We thought it might. When I poured them, I was just amazed. I was like, holy crap! Look how close they are. And again, I think I am going to edge it out and give it to the King.
Me too.
But
it's close.
Cheers to Hoof Hearted. Good
job, Hoof Hearted.
That was awesome. And
love the name, by the way.
Yeah, and given a different day, I may prefer it. Who knows? I mean, it's great. Anything else? As always, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.